Alright, all met lads, PolyTovar here, and welcome to this new episode or new day, the 8th day, being precisely, of talking to a camera for 30 days challenge, where I try to improve myself in the way of speaking, getting more confident in talking to a camera, and also improving my English vocabulary and let's say my verbal way of talking to have like don't tire my facial muscle when I'm talking, so I'm being a little better. So it's Monday evening, Monday morning. Well, in a half an hour will be 12 p.m. in the in noon. Yes, noon, and I came here. I returned from Košice yesterday at night. Like we came here like 11:30, like uh, 30 half an hour before midnight. So it was already late. Unfortunately, today I have, like I said before, I have the morning shift. No, sorry, no. I don't have the morning shift, but the afternoon shift that starts at 2 p.m. So what I did today was like finally starting my workout routine because it's very bad. So when I am well clothed, like I have some good clothes on myself, I look alright. But when I don't have, like normally, I look really bad. So and my parents also said that I have I have what I need to make it look really good like just in a little bit of training. So I only need to start doing it, like push-ups, sit-ups, squats, and other things. And um, pumping iron, I have some dumbbells, like 8 and 10 kilos, one pair only, but it's alright. The only problem is, but because of my hand, like I am like I have that shock, like thinking in my head that I don't know if when I'm training it hurts because I have weak muscles, or I have how can I say mm, because it's not very like for example it's not, I don't know if it's because it's still too soon and I shouldn't push it, or because I have not very good, I didn't train my hands. So when I try to train, it's because it causes the muscle to ache too much, and that's all that is to it. And my bones are alright. Anyway, so that's a thing that I try to do right now, also with this challenge of talking for 30 days, one day for 40 days to a camera. So I hope that at least in 30 days I will be able to show something. Anyway, for example, about my series on my channel, like thank you. I am grateful for the PC again. It was a good purchase, I must say. So I shouldn't have problems with playing any game right now, like because it will be too heavy on my process or my equipment, but everything should be right. At the beginning I was a little bit afraid that because my processor is like let's say not in another way. I thought that the processor wouldn't be good enough, but from the looks of it, it doesn't have a problem. Mainly because also my graphic cards and RAM are good enough for the work. The only thing that I am a little bit afraid is the cooling, the fan. It's just a fan, so I hope I wouldn't push the PC too much, but that shouldn't be a problem. About games, there are few games that are going to be released in a couple of days here. Well, not in a couple of days, but in a couple of weeks, like I said before. Uh, Last Train Home, about the Czechoslovak legions, that one that I plan to play, because it's like a little bit of history for myself of the Czech and Slovak nations when we fought together and went through whole of Siberia to return home. So that was something for us, like very important. So I'm really eager to play that game. Also, there is other two Polish games I plan to take a look on. First is Robocop Rogue City. Let's say I have never played. No, not played. I have never watched the series. Only that awful model remake of that. So I plan to get my first experience in the series with this game. And also there is another Polish game which is a Witchfire, and that from the looks of it looks like first person shooter slash Dark Souls, like a Souls game with a FPS. If FPS games was a Souls-like game, that's also one thing that I'm really interested in playing. And if there is something older, I will try. Well, I am a great fan of the Total War series, like the older games, like medieval until Shogun. I also, because I said I was never like a very casual gamer. Like I played a lot, but also I was really casual about it, because I was like I never had like good like the high-end PC. Well, I had one PC that was very high-end that I'm trying to sell right now, but because of time constraints, like having school, and at school I wasn't like the best. Unfortunately, that's the reason why right now I'm not in college. Unfortunately, so that's a thing that maybe when I end my contract with the factory where I work right now, I will have a couple of months of free time, and maybe I will try to enroll to another college. But until then, it's in the air. And by the time I want to try, what to do is develop this channel with you guys, and I hope it will be successful. It will be like have a community and fans that push me through with some things. And that's another thing. Another thing, oh, this is a game like I played when I was little, that this I have a problem is, well, not that game, but I was a fan of the Stronghold Crusader, like not DLC. In the West, like America and Western Europe, you called it like DLC. Here in the East and Middle Europe and East, we call it more like data discs. That's like a, well, expansion. Expansion is a better said. It's a better description of what it was, and it was an expansion on the old Stone Cold game, and in this month, in the next month, I think, yes, will will be released a, I can say, a remaster or remake or a definitive edition of the first game on Steam, and it will be like an experience for me to play that game because I never played it, and it will be like a new like uh, like fixed game, like that game, but for today's standards, let's say like modern resolutions, little fixes, like better multiplayer from the things I saw on the internet, on the from the trailer. So uh, it should be easier, much easier for me to play it if I want to try to do the multiplayer. And other thing I want to try, well, before that, there was a thing that like maybe you saw me, like for example in the Night in the Woods right now Oxenfree, is because it's a very adventure and it's very story driven game. Because there are adventure games and the story component is very important, and there's lots of talking in there, so I don't have like, I have difficulties like having a commenting the game, so I'm a little bit quiet, and I hope and I think these games be very helpful for me to allow me to talk and not not I don't know, right now it's like I will need to talk during the dialogue, so I have a lot of time, and when there is a dialogue, my silence wouldn't be like that much of an issue. Right now I'm okay, and right now after this I will upload this video. I will also try to record a new episode of Oxenfree, and this one will be like quite important for me because, well, not like that important, but because a couple of last episode I messed up with the audio, so I right now need to take a look at that because it was really bad, the audio. So I hope I'll be able to fix it for the next episode. Maybe I will need to try to put back the camera on that. But unfortunately, because right now I don't have the because before I recorded on my notebook, like, and have a second monitor, and like I played on my second, like I watched the game on my second monitor, and my main monitor of the notebook I had my recording software, and I saw how the camera was. I know if I was recording, and it was much easier this way. So in a couple of hours, in 2 hours, I have my work. So until then, I'll do what I can, and until tomorrow, thank you for watching me. And this is the 8th day of the talking to a camera for 40 days challenge. Thank you for watching me. Goodbye out. Well met, lads.